Okay, hi everybody. I just got a couple new ShadowSense colors in, so I thought I would give you a quick tutorial on how to use them. I'm also going to just quickly do this side of my face with the Tinted Moisturizer, BlushSense, and Candlelight Concealer, which is actually ShadowSense, but I love it for concealer. So you'll notice one side of my face is completely done and the other is not. I decided that you didn't need to sit and watch me do my entire face, so we're just gonna do half. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I know that it takes a couple minutes sometimes for people to hop on, but I don't wanna sit here just smiling at you, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and hopefully at least someone will join me, and if not, hopefully you guys will watch this afterwards. So, all right, so let's start with the Tinted Moisturizer. I'm just gonna do this really quickly. I'm just using about that much for right now. And I'm just gonna kind of dab it where I want it, which is the left side of my face, and onto my chin. So last time when I showed you this, I just spread it on with my fingers, which you can absolutely do. But this is weird, it's telling me swipe left to see viewers. Let's see here. Okay, I don't know. Let me see if I can see anybody. Yep, I don't see anyone, but it says one person's here. So whoever you are, hi, and sorry if I can't see you. So I'm gonna use a foundation brush this time to spread in the moisturizer, because I tried it recently and I found that it works slightly better than your hands. I mean, it's totally fine to use your hands as well, but I'm gonna try it with the brush and just show you how easy it is. And this is just a MAC brush. I just got it yesterday. It is number 128. So I'm just gonna spread this all over my face. Again, you don't need to use a brush. You can absolutely just use your hands. I just find that the brush gives it slightly more even coverage. So that's what I'm gonna be doing this time. But if I was in a rush, I would probably just use my hands and it would be fine. Okay, so hopefully you noticed a difference between, you know, the discoloration I had in my face before using the Tinted Moisturizer. So I think it really helps to help a little bit of that discoloration. So I am going to now go in and use my Candlelight ShadowSense, which is an amazing concealer. So I'm just gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna do my under eye. I'm gonna do my chin because I get redness there. And I think I'm just gonna start with that for now. Once again, you can use your finger to blend it in, but I tried this brush yesterday and I really liked it as well. So I'm gonna do that this time. And this I just got from Sephora. It's just a concealer brush. So I actually feel like it does give slightly better coverage and finish if you do use a brush. So I'm gonna do that for you guys. Okay, so I'm just taking the brush and kind of going over any other redness I have. I also get it on my cheeks. So while I have this Candlelight here on my brush, I figure I may as well move it around a little bit, get some of my other spots. So, hi Aunt Mary, hi Kathy. Okay, I'm glad I can see people now. Okay, so what I wanna do next is I'm gonna go in and just put on some blush really quick, and then I'm gonna get straight into my eyes, because that's really what I wanted to show you guys today. But once again, I'm gonna use Toasted Rose BlushSense. I'm gonna just use a tiny, tiny drop. I'm gonna start with that, really small. Put it right there, grab my blush brush. Okay, and just blend it out. Super easy. Okay, so now I am going to get straight into my eye look for today. I am gonna start, so I'm gonna show you 4 colors on my eye today. I'm gonna do Candlelight, Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, Mocha Java Shimmer, and Garnet. These right now are my favorites. They all look really, really nice together, and they are multifunctional as well, which I love. So I'm gonna start with the Candlelight and just put that all over my eyes. I'm just checking my little thing here to make sure Looks like it's still working. Okay. Oh, now I can see comments. Hi. I don't know why that wasn't working before. Hi, Aunt Beth and Aunt Mary. I'm so excited to see you on here. Okay. So I'm going to go right in with Candlelight and just sort of use it as a base on my eye, just to kind of, I don't know, give it it's kind of like a primer in a sense, and just give it a nice kind of coverage and cancel out those veins, any other discoloration you might have. Mine aren't too bad, but I don't know, I'm just so used to using, you know, something as a base before I really get started. So I'm going to start with that. Okay, so I've blended that in. I used the same brush that I did for the conceal, you know, when I used it as a concealer on my face. So just keeping all that color on the same brush. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Mocha Java Shimmer, which today is what you would call, I guess, my transition color. So that is this color right here. Can't live without it. Absolutely love it. Looks good on everybody. Okay, so again, don't need a whole lot, and I'll just start and see how I feel. If I want to end up adding some more, I'll add some more, but I'm going to put this right into my crease, or, you know, right under the eyes, into the eye socket, however you want to call it. I usually just say my crease. So I'm going to start with that. I think I'm already going to feel like I need a little bit more. So last time I started with a really small brush. This time I'm going to start with a fluffier brush. I'm learning that it just kind of spreads the product a little bit better. I'm going to try and get closer for you guys so you can see. Okay, so I'm starting with that and just blending it all along my crease. Super easy. Make sure there's no color kind of spreading outside the eye line. You don't want to go past this point. So if you put a brush up from the corner of your mouth to the outside of your eye, that's as far out as you want the color to go. Okay, so I'm blending that. I'm just going to look at my little closer mirror to see if I want a little bit more. I'm going to just do a tiny bit more. Okay, a little bit more right there. So same thing, just blend it out again. You can already see starting to get a little bit of shape and contour to the eye. Okay, awesome. So after you've done your transition color, you're going to go into your darker shade. And so for me today, that's going to be Garnet. I love this color. I've also used it to fill in my brow, which I'm going to show you as well. You can even use it as a contour. It's a little bit dark there, so you have to just use a tiny, tiny bit. I actually did. I'll show you how to do that in a second too. So, okay, so I'm going right in with Garnet. I'm going to keep this, I'm going to dab it only on the corner of my eye, okay? So towards the outside. I'm just checking my thing here. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a couple tiny dots right at the corner. And I can always add more if I need to. And I'm hoping I can fix that little mistake. Okay, so this time you do want to take that smaller brush. And you want to kind of pick up the color and stipple it out. So you're kind of just pushing it in towards the center. I'm going to look at my other mirror here so that I make sure I'm doing it right. Hi, Megan. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm just sorry. I'm so distracted by the people hopping on, only because it's acting like you are... it's hard for me to tell if you're actually there or not. Maybe nobody's watching, and that's okay too. I need to do my makeup anyways. Okay, so I'm stippling it out. I'm kind of pushing it in with that smaller brush, trying to get close for you guys to see. Once I feel like I've kind of moved it and it's just not splotchy anymore, then I'm going to take the bigger brush that I was using earlier, that fluffier brush, and just start blending it. It blends super easily, and that's how you're gonna kind of create that little bit of extra contour to the eye. So I'm gonna look again in my mirror here. I'll turn this way for you guys and make sure that I'm getting it properly. It's really hard to do your makeup into a phone, but I'm doing it. We're working on it. All right. So I think that looks pretty good, pretty even. Now, if I want to, I can go back in and add a little bit more. I might do that after the next step, just to see if I need a little bit more color. but I think for now it's good. So that was color number 3. Now we're gonna end with color number 4. And this step is really, it's not absolutely necessary. I like to add just like a little bit of shimmer to my inner corners. And sometimes, you know, on my lid, my brow bone. I don't feel like it's something you absolutely need to do, but it's kind of a fun extra little step. So I'm gonna take Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, which also works really well as a highlight. You can use it down the bridge of your nose, the sides of your cheeks, over your Cupid's bow. I'll show you a little bit of that too. But first I just wanna go right in. I'm actually for this, because getting into the inner corner is smaller, I don't wanna go, I don't wanna go straight in with the wand. I'm going to put a little bit of it on a brush first, and then I'm gonna go in with it. But you can do it either way. So I'm just taking this little brush here, putting some product on it, and I'm just gonna go right into that inner corner and just kind of spread it out. And I'm even gonna pull it into the middle of my lid as well. And I'm dragging it down a little bit underneath and just kind of giving it that extra little glow. Kind of opens up your eyes a little bit, I think. And because I have, you know, smaller kind of hooded eyes, anything I can do to sort of brighten them up, I feel like, you know, why not do it? Oh, and I forgot a step. Oh my gosh, we need to do the liner. So I'm gonna go back to Garnet and show you that, but let me finish up with Sandstone Pearl Shimmer since I have it in front of me. So taking a little bit more, I'm just gonna put it here under my brow, my eyebrow. I'm taking, once again, this really small brush to do that. But then I'm actually gonna go in with my finger and just sort of like tap it out a little bit too. Yep, you can see, okay. Okay, I think that's good for the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. I will come back to that in a second, actually. So I want to go back and show you the Garnet as a liner. Last time I did a tutorial, I used Onyx and did like a liquid, black liquid liner effect on the top. But I'm not going to do that today. I love that look, but sometimes it can be a little more dramatic and maybe best saved for evening or, you know, whatever, depending on what you're doing that day. So I am going to go back with the Garnet. I'm gonna take a really small little dot and put it under my lashes at the corner of my eye, and I'm just gonna blend that out to make my bottom liner. So I'm turning the tip around, I'm just gonna touch it right at the corner, and that's it. Really, really small amount. Multiple brushes you can use for this. You can use the same smaller shadow brush. You can use a smaller smudge brush. I'm just gonna go right in with the shadow brush just to show you, how easy it is, that you don't need a ton of brushes in your collection to, you know, to work with this product. So I'm just sort of pushing it down under the lash line. And then I can even bring it back up to the top again too. And just sort of blend that corner again. Okay, and voila, I have bottom liner. It depends on how far you want to go with that. Some people take it all the way to the corner. Once again, because my eyes are smaller, I usually don't. I'll kind of get just right up to maybe here. So almost all the way there. I just feel like that keeps my eyes looking a little more awake. Okay, so that was Garnet. Let's fill in the brows with the Garnet really quick. I love this as a brow filler. It stays all day. It blends so easily. It matches really well. Now you don't need a lot, so I'm not even gonna go straight to the wand to get the color. I'm actually just gonna take it off of the stick here, basically, because I don't wanna have too much in my brows. And if I need to wipe a little bit off, I can just wipe a little on my finger, on a Kleenex, whatever. So here we go. So I'm gonna, let me comb out my brow first really quick. Okay, and now I'm gonna fill it in. So I start here and I just sort of brush it sideways just to get that start of my brow a little bit darker, and then I just start working my way out. So it's really a nice filler. It's not gonna look like you've, you know, drawn on your brows with, you know, like harsh pencil can look sometimes. So you're just kind of filling in that natural line of your brow and then taking it out to the side. And again, try not to go back, hi mom, try not to go too far outside of this line here. So again, lining up your pencil your, whatchamacallit, brush with the corner of your lip out to the outside of your eye. And that's about as far as you want that eyebrow line to go as well. So there. So now I've got both of my brows filled. Okay, let me show you really quickly how to, well, let me put my mascara on first so I don't leave the house with one mascara eye and one not. So I'm just gonna do that really quick and I'll tell you what I'm about to do next. I'm gonna take the garnet and show you how you can sort of contour with it. It probably wouldn't be my absolutely first choice for contour. I'm waiting for a color called just Mocha Java instead of Mocha Java Shimmer, excuse me. I'm gonna use that probably more commonly as my contour, but you can absolutely still use the garnet. And in fact, I would probably still use it anyways with the Mocha Java, just to add a tiny bit more definition. So let me take that for you and show you what you can do with it. Hi, Kristen. Kristen, you're lucky you have, I think, all of these colors. So I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to my friend Kristen. You can play with these at home as well. So I'm gonna take the tiniest dot of the garnet and just put it on the very outer corner here. Go like that to kind of find your, sort of where your cheekbones are. See how tiny that is? If I do any more than that, it's gonna look funky. So just kind of blend that right away into the, I don't know, what do you call that? Under your cheekbone, I guess. Just into the hollow of your cheek. Hi, Megan. Okay, thank you. I hope the kids sleep long and hard for you. Okay, so just sort of blending that out. So it's not much. It's just a tiny bit of contour. Again, I'll show you a little more defined contour once I get the Mocha Java in. But I am gonna show you really quickly how to highlight a little bit with that Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. So you can take it straight down the bridge of your nose. I'll just do a little bit. You don't wanna end up looking too shiny. And you can do one of two things. Blend it with your finger, blend it with a brush. I'll go ahead and just use the same brush I was using for contour of the cheeks, but I'm going to turn it around to use the other side. Yes, Kristen, you can watch it later. I'm gonna upload the video. So absolutely, glad that you were able to pop in really quick. Okay, so if you see there, I just kind of added a tiny bit of highlight to the nose. I'm gonna do the same thing here on my Cupid's bow. Okay, just a tiny bit. I'll use my finger this time to show you that either way, sorry, is totally easy to use. And then you can even use it a little bit on your cheekbone. You see I'm using the smallest amount. I'm gonna once again use the brush. Okay, I could even probably get away with a little bit more. All right. So it's just a tiny bit of added shimmer that I think just adds a little bit more interest to your face. So that's it, guys. So once again, the colors were Candlelight as concealer and all over. Absolutely love this one. Everybody that I've sold it to, I believe, feels the same way as well. That's what they're telling me. Mocha Java Shimmer for your transition. Where did you go? Right here. So that's all over the lid. And then the garnet on the outside corners and as liner. And then the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer for the inner corners, the lids, the brows, highlight, everything, go for it. And you're so cute, Kristen. I'm glad you're excited about your products. Lip scent that I'm wearing today is Nutmeg. And Kristen, I know you were interested in this color. I would have never bought this color for myself. I usually don't do browns. I like to stick with the brighter colors, as you probably have noticed by now, but this is gorgeous. And I can order it. It is available right now. So if anybody wants this color, please let me know ASAP before they go away. But as always, totally smudge proof. That's it. Unless there's any questions from my one viewer that stuck around, I think that's all for now. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will be posting soon. Bye.